IC-705 FXB. So here we are doing some FT8 wireless using the ICOM 705. So I've just changed the CIV, gone into CIV, gone into data mod and changed it to wireless. We're also running the RS-BA1 software. Got the, as you can see here, got the server running, connected on the ICOM 705 is in access mode. If you look above the frequency, you can see the white Wi-Fi, and it says wireless LAN. To do this, run the wizard here, the setup wizard. Then you've got the radio list, so you need to add the radio, and the settings are here in mine. CIV address 94, 19200 BPS. And when you run the wizard, you get a choice to add the virtual COM. If not, what you can do, you can disconnect here. Click disconnect. And then you can go into settings. And look, I always choose COM 15 or higher. Then I've just chosen speaker to listen and the voice meter output audio VO. So have a look at these settings here. Tick, tick here. Click OK. Let's reconnect back in. And then to control volume, you've got this. Click the AF. You can lower the volume like so. And let's close that. And the mod, it's the middle one is selected V audio. So if you decided to use RS-BA1, you will put it back to mic. Now, the thing that's really important to remember is the part of the RS-BA1 software that opens up the sort of radio interface. I think they call it the remote. Don't open that. Just use the ICOM remote utility. Don't use the remote, I think it's called remote control. So we're on the remote utility now, which is where you're adding the server and the radio list. I've gone and opened it now, haven't I? So just better shut that down. So, and right, I just gave it a test. I have been playing around, so we're connected server and radio. So let's get a frequency in here, because I'm playing around with the testing, with the settings there. I'll get it back into where it's fully working. Okay, we're back in record, and I've just enabled TX. We've given out one transmission. Let's see what comes back. Okay, so back on. Now we're in transmit, we're only on 5 watts. You can see the radio going into transmit there. I could dig out a battery or my power supply and get it up to 10 watts. But it's all fully working. Now the configuration of the radio, well, the laptop number one, when the radio is in access mode, access point mode, you have to connect the laptop to it. So look, if you've got the list of connections here, look, that one there at the top, IC-705, it says no internet, but it is connecting wirelessly to the 705, and otherwise the RS1 software won't work. You definitely need version 2 for this. So as you can see again, server is connected, radio is connected, but the main interface for the RS-BA1 is not being used. We're just using that software as basically a wireless connection. Now I'll go into the radio and show you the configuration of the LAN. So we go menu, push the right button, one sec. set, then go to wireless LAN, like so. I'll see if I can make it bigger for you, so you can see it, see more what I'm doing, and I'll minimize it in a bit. You go wireless LAN, so we start again. Set wireless LAN, and then when you do connection type, you need to choose what it is. You don't have to turn it on straight away, but what you have to do is choose the connection type. So when you click connection type, that's when you choose. This is the confusing thing. You could choose either station mode or access point mode. Okay, and the one that works for this setup is called access point mode. Okay, now when you've selected it, then you have to go connection settings, access point. Now, I probably disconnected because I'm messing with it. And then look, there's your IP address at the bottom there. You see, IP address at the bottom, 192.168.59.1, and that's the one that's working on this setup. And then the only other thing I really did was the baud rate I've got at 115, is it 200? And the only other thing is in connectors, the MOD input, you need to data off mode here, mic USB, the rest is default, and then data mod is WLAN. Now if you want to do this but with a USB cable, just change that to USB cable. And then what I've done, I've actually saved it in my presets as a, so we go menu 2 preset, and I've saved it FT8 wireless in use, and I've got some other ones there. I've got wireless, and you know, if I use the other setup with the cable, I'll do another preset saying USB cable. So you get the idea, right? Let's see if we can get reconnected, because it's messing around with the settings has disconnected me. Right, so let's just get it all back connected. It was working perfect just now. Just a minute. Yeah, the remote utility disconnected when I was playing around. So server list. Let's just hit connect. I might have. Yeah, it's failing at the moment. Let me just see. Yeah, see what's happened. What's happened is when I was playing, it disconnected from ICOM 705, so that's good. It shows you how I do it. So you connect back in. Like so. Once you're on the 705, as you can see, then we can go back to the server of the remote utility and hit connect. And then back to then radio, connect. So the server basically is connecting the computers and the radio together, the 705, and then the radio list is connecting, I suppose, the functionality of the radio. So we're back connected. So now we can hit transmit. And what I'll do is I'll do some video now, but I'll come back later with my power supply and I'll get it up to 10 watts. We're on 5 at the moment. Let's have a little play. So I think this is more just I've got a couple of errors here, but I'll sort them. This is more showing you how I've done it. It was working perfect just now. Let's have a quick look. Configuration. File settings. It's almost like it's changed the audio settings. I just got to remember if that's the one I chose earlier. So you got a couple of choices here. That's it. Click OK for now. And when I tune, yeah, that's okay. I'll keep playing. It's lost a couple of the settings that I put in. I'll keep playing. Yeah. So what it had done, it had disconnected from the 705 on the laptop connection. It has to stay on the 705, of course. So right, let's enable TX. And let's give it a few minutes, and then we'll come back later and we'll get the power up a bit better and the best antenna configuration. See if we can actually get a couple of contacts. Yeah, there you go. Looks like we've got a contact. DD9WG. That's good news. Just check that we're actually recording while we're doing this. Yeah, we are. We'll get this on YouTube in a minute. So it'll go down the auto reply now. So it's just 5 watts, ICOM 705, completely wireless, connected to my laptop. So, in theory, let me think now. Yeah, we can have the radio sat anywhere in this room, as long as we're in Wi-Fi range, and I can just sit on the laptop and just play FT8. So that's all going well so far. There it goes in transmit. Now I could probably connect this to grid tracker, I suppose. I'm not going to risk it, but I think I will later. But not now. Just very pleased to get this working. So the RS-BA1 software, I did manage to get a budget, I got it at a good price, but even if you can't, even at around £100, it's well worth it, the RS-BA1, because it completely opens up the Wi-Fi and the access point mode of your ICOM 705. It transforms the different things you can try out with it. So look, that looks like that's all going well. What was my signal report? There you go, and I've got the little notification there for the log. So click OK. So very, very pleased with that. And then click Enable TX again and keep going. Now I have used this on JS8 Core and it worked fine as well. But I, to be honest, I do prefer FT8. I can just sit here, put it in auto mode and just let it chug along. And it does everything for you. So we'll keep going with some more contacts here for a few more minutes and I'll get it on YouTube. Trying to remember how to speed up the scope. If anyone can remind me, let me know. It's a bit boring, isn't it, when it's this slow? Let's have a look now. Oh, that flatten. It's all very clever, isn't it? Spins pixel. Let's take that up higher. Nope. So let me know. Spec 30%. Oh. Yeah, let me know how to speed up the scope. But yeah, looks like we've had another contact. Oh, the scope looks faster now. Which is F5PZT. And what was my signal report there? 16, is it? 16? There you are. Another logging entry coming up. Click OK on that. So FT8, 5 watts. G5RV on a 705. Can't go wrong with that, can you? And you know, with that's the beauty of FT8. You don't really need the power, do you? And my antenna, you know, it's just a G5RV chucked out the window, really. I've got the scope moving faster now, I think. Now I just need to get the span so it's not so... I need to learn how to use the scope, don't I? Normally I find a gap, go like that, and set RX, TX in one of the gaps. So I've got the span there a bit. Right, let's hit enable TX again. M0FXB. Now, you can, just to show you, you can control the volume on RS-BA1 by clicking here. See, AF? So I'm not going to touch it now because I'm bound to mess things up, but so I can listen on the computer if I want all the radio, and the volume is here on this slider, although the computer volume does work. And then we've got this other volume, which is mod, and I think that's the V audio going into FT8. So I'm not going to mess with it because it's all working good, and the ALC is like 2 little blue bars. So, but you can change that. You do have to select V audio in the middle, and here's your thing, ICOM V audio that you select in settings. So that's good. So look, another contact there, DL1BBO. If you've never used FT8 before, as you know, there's another log for me. It just scrolls along. And then it goes into transmit, and then it goes down these automated messages. You know, you've got me calling out, and you've got the reply. And it says here, look, that's the location, the signal. Me giving a signal back, Roger, 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 as a 3 R's, then it's 7-3, and then it's on to the next chat. And each time I click enable TX. I prefer it that way because I don't want to. Sometimes I leave the radio and I just don't want it to go into transmit and get locked into transmit. So at the top here, I sort of right click that, and then I know I've got a gap here to transmit in. Right, we're transmitting again. I have one more contact and then we'll get it on YouTube. I'm going to do some more on this later. But hopefully you've seen the settings in the radio. Just at the end, just show you my settings one last time. So here's my general settings, call sign, my grid. Have a look at the ticks I've made. Radio is 7300. Looks like we might have another contact there. 7300, COM15, baud rate 115200, same as what's in the radio. Audio for RS-BA1 connection you want. ICOM V audio to ICOM virtual audio driver. Obviously you need to get the drivers in first. I haven't done reporting, but I'd show it you. You need this if you want to control it with something else. I've got some apps on my phone. Frequencies and colors. There you go. And I haven't really used the colors. I could just tick it all and just see what it might look nice and bright. Yeah, I've ticked it all. Click OK. And yeah, so we've got DH for PAP. And that's coming to an end. So 7.3, if you like my channel, please subscribe. Catch you later. All the best. Just gonna, yeah, he just got that last log report in there. So 7.3, all the best.